Welcome to the world in 30 seconds. I'm your host, Lisi, and today we're diving into a problem that plagues us all, the endless scroll. You know, that feeling of staring at your streaming app for an hour and still not knowing what to watch. Ever feel like you've spent more time choosing a movie than actually watching it? We've all been there, paralyzed by choice. But what if I told you there's a scientific reason behind this digital dilemma? And it's called decision fatigue. To help us unpack this, we have Dr. Neville, a cognitive psychologist and researcher specializing in consumer behavior and decision-making. Dr. Neville, welcome. Your work on how our brains handle choices in digital environments is exactly what we need today.
Thanks for having me, Lucy. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Dr. Neville, decision fatigue. It sounds a bit dramatic, but for anyone who's spent an evening scrolling, it feels very real. Can you break down what's actually happening in our brains?
Absolutely. Think of your brain like a muscle. Every time you make a decision, big or small, you're using up a little bit of mental energy, or what we call willpower. This is a concept explored in research by psychologists like Roy Baumeister. When you're faced with a constant stream of choices, like on streaming platforms, you're essentially doing rep after rep with that mental muscle. Eventually, it gets tired.
So, it's not just laziness, it's actual mental exhaustion?
Precisely. And when your decision-making capacity is depleted, you tend to do one of two things. Either you make a rash, impulsive decision, or you avoid making a decision altogether. For streaming, that often means defaulting to something familiar, or just giving up and watching nothing.
That makes so much sense. I often find myself just rewatching something I've seen a dozen times because picking something new feels like too much work.
That's a classic symptom. The effort required to evaluate new options, read synopses, check ratings, it all adds up. Studies have shown that the more choices presented, the less likely people are to make a choice, or the more likely they are to choose the easiest option. It's like being in a buffet with 100 dishes. You might end up just grabbing a bread roll because it's less overwhelming.
A buffet of movies. I love that analogy. So, these streaming services, are they intentionally designed to overload us?
It's a complex interplay. On one hand, they want to offer variety and cater to diverse tastes. On the other hand, the algorithms are designed to keep you engaged, and a vast library can contribute to that. However, research in behavioral economics, looking at how choice architecture influences behavior, suggests that the sheer volume can indeed lead to this fatigue. It's not necessarily malicious, but the outcome is the same.
It's like walking into a bookstore with every book ever written. You'd probably just leave.
And it's not just about the quantity, but the quality of the choices. When you have too many similar options, it becomes even harder to differentiate and decide. Think about choosing between 10 slightly different shades of blue paint. It's exhausting.
Oh, I've been there. My partner still teases me about the great paint debate of 2022.
See, it's a universal experience. And this isn't just about entertainment. Decision fatigue can impact our productivity, our health choices, even our financial decisions.
So, what can we do about it? Are we doomed to endless scrolling?
Not at all. The key is to manage your decision-making energy. One strategy is to pre-commit. Before you even open the app, decide on a genre or a mood. Or create a watch list of shows you've heard good things about, so when fatigue hits, you have a curated list to choose from.
That's brilliant. So like, tonight, I'm in the mood for a comedy. Or I'll pick something from my pre-approved list.
Exactly. Another tip is to limit your search time. Set a timer for, say, 15 minutes. If you haven't found anything by then, default to a known favorite or take a break. It's about recognizing when your mental energy is depleted and stepping away.
So, we're essentially trying to conserve our mental willpower for the decisions that truly matter.
By simplifying the process and being mindful of our cognitive load, we can reclaim our evenings and actually enjoy what we're watching.
Dr. Neville, you've given us so much to think about. The key takeaway is that decision fatigue is a real cognitive phenomenon, and by being mindful of our mental energy, we can navigate the digital deluge and actually enjoy our downtime. Thank you for joining us on The World in 30 Seconds. You can follow us on Spotify for more editorial content that is out of this world. Also, find us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Until next time.